Hey, good morning, guys. And so it's Donald,
Mary.
and we're here to bring you some information this morning on what to do when you get to Atlanta Airport. For years, Mary and I have been assisting hikers and picking them up at the airport and getting them up to Amicalola or Springer. And this works for any gap, really. But in the book, it tells people uh, to, in the ALDA, it will tell people, and I hear this from a lot of people and read it in the rooms too. And so people think that when you get to Atlanta, that you should possibly catch another mode of transportation and go up to Gainesville. You absolutely do not need to do that. For years, we've been trying to get that removed from the book. So Mary and I used to do the information. We were what is called field editors, and for the ALDA, we did the Georgia section and Fontana down to
That's right.
one,
Right on down.
yeah, Fontana down to the Atlanta airport is what we used to do. And so for years we tried to get them to change the paragraph that tells people to get another mode of transportation from Atlanta up to Gainesville and then call a driver. That is completely useless. And so back in the day, yes, that was I guess a way to do it because the older drivers like Sam Duke and Wes Whisson and Richard and Ron B and stuff, man. Not so much Ron. Ron's always gone to the airport, but the rest of them just didn't want to go down to the airport. And a lot of people today still don't want to go to the airport, but there is a group of us that will go to the airport, and we actually would rather pick you up at the airport or the rider up at the airport because it leaves less room for mistakes. So one, let's stay on track. When you fly in, don't go to Gainesville. When you get your bag prepared and you're ready to get your flight and you've checked out your flights, call shuttle drivers and see what they have to offer you. There is an easier way to do this. So call the drivers, check out what they have open for times, and then see if they match up with your flight. It's going to take you, if you are on a domestic flight, it's going to take you about a half hour to go from tarmac to the front doors, and baggage claim is right there. The MARTA is also right there, and it runs every 15 minutes. So they also, a lot of people will say, take the MARTA train from the airport, go up to North Spring Station. There you can collect fuel, yada, yada, yada. Well, the drivers that are out here year round, man, we carry fuel actually.
That's right.
We carry fuel, whatever you need. When you call Mary and I, Mary actually drives along with another driver we have named Jordan, but I answer the phone. And so when I answer the phone and assist a rider, we actually go down through a checklist and we keep it super organized. We go down through a checklist and ask you what you need. So, when you fly in, we already know that you need a half hour stop at the store. We do a halfway stop. If we go to the airport, we do a halfway stop anyways. So, but I will get all the information I need to make your trip the best it can be, to simplify it, to make sure that you're comfortable and safe, to make sure that you get that half hour at Walmart or Publix or REI, even if you need to go there. Usually, like I was saying, I make sure that I know what the rider needs before they get here, because Mary and I shuttle one after another. So we pick them up, we drop them off, we head back down, pick them up, drop them off. And so that all needs to be timed perfectly, because if it isn't, that means people are late. And late is not something we don't like late, man. So we understand that people are on a time frame, and a lot of people, even us, man, if we want to be picked up at a certain time, that's the time I want to be picked up at, somewhere in that area. Not an hour later, not 2 hours later, not 3 hours later. I want to be picked up within a 15-minute time frame. You know what I mean, man? So if we schedule at 2 p.m., um, you touch down at 1:20ish, whatever, we're going to schedule, the 2 p.m. for that, because that's a half hour, 40-minute time frame. I kind of gauge, talking to the person, how I time it, just because some people are familiar with how to move through an airport using public transportation, and some people are not. And I actually ask people that. I'm like, are you familiar with public transportation? And so, but, we also, so throughout the years, in the books and stuff, and in the rooms, people are always like, well, people don't want to go to the airport. The drivers don't want to go down there. And that is absolutely not true. Right. We prefer to go there at, between, if someone takes the MARTA from the airport to the MARTA station, or REI, Sandy Springs, the stop before, that leaves room for mistakes. That is 45 minutes to an hour that person can get off that train in the wrong spot. And that's happened every single year, numerous times. And that's why we pick up at the airport. I will tell the rider, we pick up at the airport. It's a little bit more, man. We also drop our prices this time of year for the riders, man, because we'll be kind of, we can set it up. We get so many calls. We just kind of set it up. If you're at the airport, we're going to pick you up there, and then we're going to have a rider up here at a hotel or something. But we make sure that the timing's perfect. We never have two people fly in on different flights and schedule the same time. A lot of people, that's another thing. A lot of people will do that, and we watch drivers do it too. And every year, those drivers will be calling because they've messed something up. We actually had to block. Yeah, there's tons of room for error, because what happens is what if that flight's late an hour? You don't know what's going on that time of year in a certain part of the country, because March, February time, April, it's still snowing up north, man. So they could have delays, and that will literally mess a day up. And we've learned not to do that. So if there is someone out there that's trying to stack rides like that, they don't know what they're doing. So I would stay away from it. And so there's a lot of people that also sit in the rooms this time of year. You'll have these people that come here, and they'll be the year before hiker, and they want to come down and help out. Well, there's a lot of issues with that. I'm not going to get into it right now, but beware of those type of people, man, because your ride will get messed up. It is a guarantee. And so this takes a lot more than just taking a phone call and scheduling. It takes precise timing and an understanding on how everything works and why it works that way. That's how Mary and I have become, I would say, probably one of the best, most organized shuttle service, and everyone tries to replicate our system because it works. And so that being said, let's get back to the Atlanta. So you touch down here, man, and they want you to go to Gainesville. No. Call the drivers before you get your tickets, and make sure that you have a ride secured from the airport going to Amicable or wherever you're going. If you don't mind sitting back on delays, do everything that I said not to do, man. But if you're on a time frame and you're going from airport to the trail and you want to get hiking or whatever you want to do, I would say that don't just go with any driver. Now, so you call your driver, you touch base with them, you find out what they have to offer. Make sure you understand what they have to offer. Communicate with them. Communication is the best way to have an organized ride. So make sure that you find someone that is a professional. You'll hear it in their voice when you talk to them. Because like I was saying, you'll get people, man, you'll get stuck at the airport or something. You'll be calling other drivers to come pick you up, man. Trust me. I hear it every single year, over and over again. And it gets worse, actually. It's been worse. So in the beginning, there wasn't many drivers. Right. And it was, We had almost eight. I think it was 8 drivers on road, 21 maybe or 22.
21.
Yeah. So I mean, we've been doing that. Like I said, we've been doing this for a long time, man. That's how we keep our stuff structured. It took years of mistakes to not make a mistake, and so that and throwing a lot of money at the wall and seeing what sticks and what doesn't. So our method is the easiest way. Make sure that your driver knows that you need fuel, because you can't carry fuel on the plane. You can't carry bear spray. You can check your bags with poles. Get a duffel bag, man, a bigger duffel bag. Put your backpack in there. Put your poles in there. Make sure that your driver knows that you need to stop for fuel, because all of us are running ride after ride. So your pop-up half-hour need to stop at the store 5 minutes. 5 minutes is never 5 minutes. It takes at least 10 minutes to get through a line. So 5 minutes is always a half hour. Make sure that your driver knows that you need to stop somewhere so they have it timed into their schedule. Some drivers won't stop for you, so keep that in mind too. We will pick stuff up for people, man. You just tell me what you need, and if you need cheese when you get there. We also take mail. We also have a shop called the Grateful Hiker, which is a free spot for hikers to sit when they come down to Blairsville, mile 31 of the Appalachian Trail. But the hotels don't let you in until like 4 o'clock, man. So we have a place to sit that's warm. You can drop your pack, man, walk around, resupply, go to the restaurants. There's tons of restaurants from 5-star to McDonald's. There is everything down in that town, man. So we are a little mountain town that's kind of touristy.
Very hiker friendly.
Oh, super hiker friendly, man. So, but our shop is there for the hikers that come down and they need a spot. But anyways, I think that's. Do you want to fill in on anything, man?
No, I just want to touch on the fact where we speak about the airport, just getting picked up there, because I think it's the most error-proof, flawless, seamless way to go from point A to point B. No extra waste of time, no extra money spent, and all around, it's just like, what could be easier than boom, boom.
Right. Thank you for that, actually, man. So she's right, and that's what we're trying to do, man, is keep it simple. Don't listen to those people online, man. You're gonna get screwed up, dude, if you do, man. Trust me. So they will inform you on how they did it. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it's gonna work. Touch base with the driver. Keep it organized and simple. Don't complicate things. It's simple to do. I think that people
talk to the people that do it every day.
Right.
This is what we do every day. And we, as Donald has said, we have developed the plan that works to keep it simple and, speak with the people that do it all the time. They know what they're talking about.
That all being said, guys, man, we're going to end it here. More to come, though, because there's more information that can be told, and we're going to make that happen. All right. Thanks for listening, man. Mary and Donald's Informational. We got an informational site on Facebook, man. It's called Mary and Donald's Appalachian Trail Information from Businesses. Look me up online, Donald Ballard, and you can find our stuff. We're on TikTok, Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I don't even know how to. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I do all those every single day, and we're always posting stuff about the weather and trail conditions here in Georgia. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Peace. One love.